Hey guys, Mike, your host of Craft Beer Storm. It is Friday, and we are going to bring you craft brew news. We do this every Friday. The news of the week, we have some good stuff. But first, hey, we have a craft beer weekend coming up. Did you know this? On October 25th, 26th, 27th at the Victoria Inn in Hampton, New Hampshire. Great inn. Get a room. We're going to have food and beer pairings on Friday Eve. We'll have a brewer come in, and I'll be there. We'll do some Q&A, history of beer, eat some food, drink some great beer. Next day, we have a bus picking you up, and we'll take you to local breweries. 3 local breweries. Check it out. Get some samples. Maybe take a tour. And you have some dinner afterwards. You get a certificate. And then the next day is Sunday. You have Kegs and Eggs Beer Mosa at the Old Salt. A nice brunch for you. And it's a great price. Check out our website, www.craftbeerstorm.com. We have the links there. You can go on Eventbrite, book your package, and call the hotel, get a room. It's awesome stuff. And if you like what we're doing, go on iTunes, give us a rating and a review. It means more than you know. It gets us up in the rankings and gets us out there, gets us exposed to more people. And that would be tremendous. Tell a friend, tell 10 friends about us. Okay, Craft Brew News, courtesy of Brewbound at www.brewbound.com. First story, Brewers Association. The U.S. craft brewing industry contributes $79 billion with a B to the U.S. economy. That's a lot of contribution, a lot of good stuff that craft beer is doing. Small and independent U.S. craft brewers generated $79.1 billion in economic impact in 2018, which represented roughly 0.4% of the gross domestic product, but it's a sizable amount of money. According to an industry trade group, the Brewers Association 2018 Economic Impact Report. The Boulder, Colorado-headquartered not-for-profit added that $79.1 billion amounted to 4% increase over 2017's $76.1 billion in outputs. It's going up. Get this, a similar report shared by the BNA in 2012 reported $33.9 billion. So this thing has doubled in like 6 years. It's unbelievable. A lot of good craft beer out there, a lot of impact. The release of the new analysis comes about a week before the BA's largest consumer-facing event of the year, the annual Great American Beer Festival in Denver. And I will be there. They gave me a media pass again. I love you guys, BA. We're going to interview Ann Obenchain. She's marketing director there. I hope I got your title right, Ann. But we'll see her on Friday. We'll get the scoop on how it organized. I mean, it's crazy organization and a lot of moving parts. Every time I go there, it just ends up being a great event. So I want to get her insight on that. So stay tuned. And according to the BA, the craft brewing industry was responsible for creating more than 559,545 total jobs last year, with 150,000 jobs directly at breweries. The craft brewing industry also contributed to more than $5 billion in direct wages and benefits to its workers. A lot of good stuff. BA also broke down the economic impact in each state, which released a list of 5 states with the greatest economic impact. Number 1 was California, where 1,000 independent breweries are in operation. As of August 2019, 1,001 state. Crazy. According to the California Craft Brewers Association. Once again led the way with an output of $9 billion. That's California. Pennsylvania, $6.3 billion. Texas with $5.1 billion. And New York with $4.1 billion. And then last is Florida with $3.6 billion, rounded out the top 5. Awesome stuff by these states. A lot of good stuff going on in craft beer, contributing a lot to the economy and to humanity. Good stuff. Next story, AB's Natural Light Hard Cider, seltzer, and Big 12 Conference announce a partnership. So Anheuser-Busch and the Big 12 Conference announced a partnership this week to make Natural Light Seltzer the official hard seltzer of the Big 12 Conference. I didn't even know they had a hard seltzer. Well, there you go. The sponsorship will include elements during games, online social media, as well as advertising during the conference baseball, football, and men's and women's basketball championships, according to Forbes. The partnership is solely with the athletic conference, not the 10 universities in the league, the outlet noted. And Ricardo Marquez, vice president and core and values of Anheuser-Busch, told Forbes that the sponsorships would help increase natural hard light seltzer's market share due to hard seltzer being still in the early days of awareness. The deal is the latest in an ongoing trend of hard seltzer brands partnering with sports leagues and teams, including Boston Beer's Truly Hard Seltzer being named the official hard seltzer of the National Hockey League earlier this week, and we brought you that story last week. That's the whole league. It's kicking butt. Watch out for that seltzer, hard seltzer. Anheuser-Busch, another third story, and InBev acquires Mark Steen Beverage Company in San Marcos. And California's beer distribution system has been shaking up again. Anheuser-Busch InBev announced Friday evening that the planned acquisition of key assets from Mark Steen Beverage Company in San Marcos, California. The company will add these assets to existing wholly owned distributor Anheuser-Busch sales of San Diego. The move comes about 15 months after Mark Steen, under threat of termination, was forced to sell the distribution rights to the Constellation Brands portfolio of Mexican import brands, including Corona Extra, Modelo Especial, and Pacifico, among others, in northern San Diego County, to the Ray's Beverage Group. Yeah, those are huge brands. Financial terms of the deal were not disclosed, and the transaction expected to close upon closing requirements being met. And beyond AB products, Mark Steen's portfolio in San Marcos include craft brands such as Sierra Nevada, huge, Hangar 24, Speakeasy, and Drake's Brewing, as well as offerings from craft brewer lines, including Kona Brewing, which is killing it, Red Hook, Widmer Brothers, and Square Mile Cider. The future of those brands' distribution appears unclear. So another distributor bought. Last story, we're going back to hard seltzer. White Claw maker investing $250 million to increase production and meet demand. It's getting crazy. Starbucks, Apple, and Tesla, and White Claw. Anthony Von Mendel, the founder of White Claw's parent company, Mark Anthony Brands, told thousands of beer wholesalers Tuesday during the National Beer Wholesales Convention's annual convention that his company is a disruptor in the vein of these iconic brands. According to Von Mendel, White Claw's disruption is the growing beer and unlocking substantial incremental profits and sales growth for its beer wholesalers and retailers. He expressed confidence that White Claw will be an enduring brand that will be connected to consumers for decades to come, with the potential to deliver billions of dollars in profits to partners. We are building an iconic global brand such as Starbucks did, he proclaimed. Despite a flood of new entrants into the hard seltzer category, Von Mendel said that there are 70 hard seltzer brands in the market now, and White Claw has maintained 60% of the market share. They're commanding the market share. And combined with Boston Beer Company's Truly Hard Seltzer commands about 75% of the market. So both of them are 3/4 of the market. To meet consumer demand from White Claw, Mark Anthony Brands investing $250 million to build a pair of production facilities on both coasts, as well as doubling its capacity at the old Cold Spring contract brewery in Minnesota. In New Jersey, the company plans to build a brownfield production brewery from the ground up that's capable of producing 50 million cases of White Claw annually. Man, that facility is expected to be operational by April 2020. That's around the corner. I don't know. I guess they started it already. Meanwhile, the company is still in the process of site selection for potential West Coast brewery. Those 3 facilities, along with the company's co-packer in Tennessee, will give as much as 200 million cases of capacity in 2020 and 250 million cases in 2021. So White Claw is kicking butt in the hard seltzer market. Wow. Billions with a B. Crazy stuff. That's what I have for you today with Craft Brew News. Go into iTunes, give us a rating and review. Come to the Craft Beer Weekend. It's awesome. You'll have a great time. Keep listening. Keep sharing. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Take care.